for others.
Now, that's actually true. But the problem here is, what God are you giving your energy to? You see what I'm saying? And if this is like now in this civilization, if this is ancient, right, then people are looking at these people as gods, right? And if it's a law of Maat, then this is Maat doing. But see, I'm gonna give you a little pointer right here. This is not far-fetched right here. Maat, this it's a law, but it's a law that's true from the Elohim. This is they actually telling you. This is part of this. Maat is part of the Elohim. Ra is part of the Elohim. Amin Ra don't exist. That was the first concept of trying to make you understand, trying to get you to understand the concept of something that's never able to be seen. The concept of uncreated. That's all Amin Ra was. Amin Ra was it ushered in the concept of uncreation. You see what I'm saying? But that is a creation. You see it? The having a concept of something that can't be created is a creation in itself. So everything was created. Like you have to understand that. But that's another video before we get off. Let's talk about Ma'at. The law of Ma'at. God needs you in order to come into the world. So take out the concept of when they say God, the overall God, and put in the concept of God, a demigod, another being. You see what I'm saying? It needs you in order to experience. That's just like, say you wanted to learn how to play soccer, but you don't know how to play soccer, right? You're going to need someone who know how to play soccer in order for you to experience. So just call that person a god. That person is a god of a realm of reality that you have no control, you have no power in. Because if a person know how to play soccer, let's say soccer is a world now. It's a realm of reality. Now, in your realm of reality, if you don't know how to play, anybody who know how to play soccer real good is going to appear as gods in that realm of reality, right? So you're going to need information or a sense of action or an example from that specific god in order to understand and bring yourself into that realm of reality. So this is how it's able to experience. So this is how God is able to experience in your world. Because if you ain't know nothing about soccer and now you want to know about soccer, then the soccer idea itself is now able to experience itself in your world. So the more and more you play out the characteristics of learning how to play soccer, thinking about soccer, getting emotionally consumed in soccer, then that soccer energy concept, God or whatever like that, is able to experience bliss now. It's able to experience the realm of reality it created through you. You see what I'm saying? So that's the law of Ma'at. But if you have to think about Ma'at to think of that, then you're giving that power to Ma'at. You're bringing Ma'at here. But see, what Ma'at just showed you, Ma'at is an Elohim member. So besides the other ones we was talking about, Ma'at is an Elohim member, and Ma'at just basically told you. So I'm not going to say Ma'at is good or bad. I'm not going to say Ma'at get the fuck out of here, because that energy right there, she told you. She told you. She told you that you need it. You're needed. And anytime a demigod can tell you that and not sit on a high horse, hey, as Archangel Uriel, I can't even argue with that. I can't argue with that. You know what I'm saying? I can't even argue with that. I fuck with my eye.
Become the love of God in the world for the protection of the world.
She told you.
Number 5, Law of Hirukuti.
All right, Hirukuti. He's popular too. He ain't shit though either. The Law of Hirukuti.
Know that God neither punishes nor rewards nor protects. That you will have the comfort of controlling these yourself.
All right, now you don't need Hirukuti to know that. You see what I'm saying? But Hirukuti, another part of the Elohim. This is another part of Elohim right here. They telling you know that God neither punishes nor rewards nor protects, that you will have the comfort of controlling. So he's letting you know what you is. You see what I'm saying? So Maat and Herakahuti, these part of Elohim members. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't need any sacrifice. Like the first 1 and 2 laws. Like the first motherfuckers. They don't need sacrifice. They don't need praise. They don't need none of that. They just telling you what the fuck they do. And if you apply yourself with it, then you're on their good side. You see what I'm saying? So Ma'at and Hirahuti, they Elohim members. They're part of the Elohim. So I don't got nothing against this motherfucker either. Anybody who just telling you what it is with no agenda, even though that Ma'at have an agenda, but she's letting you know she needs you in order for it to carry out. So it's your choice if you give it to her or not. You can't hate on that. Hirahuti, motherfucker, he's telling you God ain't gonna punish you, reward you, or protect you. They let you know what the fuck it is. So that's these motherfuckers right here is letting you know you already have these motherfucking qualities. You have the power of protection. You have the power of punishing. You have the power of rewarding. See what I'm saying?
Number 6, Law of Haru.
Our Law of Haru. Let's see what Law of Haru talking about.
You have the power, but not the right to ignore God's law. Choose to follow the law of God with love and joy that grows out of understanding and the wisdom and power of God's.
All right, Haru. Ma'at, Haru, and Haruti, whatever the motherfucker. Now these motherfuckers is on my good side right now. You see what I'm saying? Because this law, which you don't need these laws to know that, but this is what they're telling you. You don't need us to know this. So I respect their energy. You know what I'm saying? It say you have the power, but not the right to ignore God's law. Now, you got the power to ignore it, but it's saying you don't got the right. Now, I don't know about the right. You got the right to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's saying you ain't got the right because you up under a God Elohim law in a certain way. So, you know what I'm saying? This is a little more dense, a little bit more physical, a little bit more reality based. But at the same time, you know, it's not as high up as Haruti and Mahat. You know what I'm saying? He's more demi than the other demis. You know what I'm saying? The Elohim, they're demigods, but a high altitude. He's like on earth already. This motherfucker is on earth like the ones before Ma'at and Haruti. You know what I'm saying? He's on, this Haru motherfucker is on earth. So he's like a motherfucker preacher. Haru is a preacher. That's all he motherfucking is. You know what I'm saying? He said, you have the power to, he just knew a little bit more than the preachers nowadays. He's saying you got the power to ignore, but you ain't got the right to ignore. So that's somebody that's telling you like, oh shit, I mean, yeah, you got the power of God, but you shouldn't think that way though. You shouldn't do that. That's one of those motherfuckers. He's a preacher. Haru's a motherfucking preacher. Fuck that nigga too.
Flow through your being.
Fuck that nigga. Just fuck out of here.
Number 7, Law of Het Haru. It is not what you imagine. It's who is imagining. Are you a human or a divine?
Now this is not a law. Now, law of Het Haru. Het Haru. Now, the law of Het Haru is said, it is not what you imagine, it is who is imagining. Are you a human or are you a divine? So it's these are not laws. These are like philosophers back then. Het Haru was a philosopher. He was a scientist, basically. You know what I'm saying? He's just asking you. He was asking questions. And I don't know why they trying to make these laws. This is not even a law. This is not a manuscript. This is not something to go by. This is something that we was asking ourselves in every civilization. You see what I'm saying? So it's saying it's not what you imagine. It's who imagining. So that's real, because you could be vibrating higher than someone next to you. But y'all could be imagining the same thing. But since you're vibrating higher than this person, you may manifest that a lot faster than this person. So it's not what y'all was thinking about. It's who's the actual person thinking about these things. So you know what I'm saying? That's why this goes down into be careful who you're around, basically.
Number 8, Law of Sebek.
Law of Sebek.
It is not what you think or what you affirm. It is who is thinking and affirming. Are you
See, these are the
human?
same motherfuckers. These are just little less preachers, philosophers, like how we got nowadays. You got motherfucking the Richard Dawkins and shit like that. These are them. You know what I'm saying? And they just coming up with philosophical questions that's carried on through civilizations. But it's the same motherfuckers. Same motherfuckers. And these are not even laws.
Number 9, law of offset.
Offset. Law of offset. Offset. But this offset is AUSET. Offset. Back it up. Let's see this law.
Prepare to sacrifice everything to become the vessel of God on earth, and you will in turn receive everything.
Now fuck offset now. Fuck offset now. Fuck offset now. Now offset. Now the rapper Offset is carrying a sacrificing energy. This part why he was the one going to jail more than the other two. You know what I'm saying, and things of that nature. This is why he looked at as more of the negative one out of the two, and this is why he probably experienced more negative set, like, which is like you got set, you have raw and set and all that. But this is why he have to settle down a lot more than the other two. He may settle for a lot. He may settle for more than the other two will too. He may settle for less a lot of times and things of that nature. There's a lot of things going on with Offset than the other two, but they names carry sigils too. But the law of Offset, prepare to sacrifice everything to become the vessel of God on earth, and you will in turn receive everything. Now fuck Offset, because you ain't gotta sacrifice shit. And anytime somebody telling you to sacrifice something, they're pushing an agenda. Now, this is a contract. This is a law of attraction, and this is a contract right here. Now, it's up to you if you want to make contract with certain deities. If they got something, but you have to put your part up of the contract, or you're going to breach the agreement. You know what I'm saying? So, anytime you sacrifice something, is for getting something. So you're giving something to receive. So right here, you have to be very careful, because you can be doing that and sacrificing yourself to the wrong God. And 9 times out of 10, all the motherfucking gods is wrong. So you don't need to be sacrificing yourself for shit unless it's something that's going to benefit you out of the situation. And a lot of these things that people think is benefiting them is not benefiting them. It's hindering them. And that's where the deception comes from, these motherfucking gods. So you motherfucker need to be very close attention. Don't pay no motherfucking attention to Offset. Fuck that motherfucker. Fuck him.
Everything.
Yeah.
Number 10.
Name one being who received everything. You don't got no fucking being on this earth that received every fucking thing. Who got everything here? Name one being who got everything here. And you're going to have a bunch of people on Kemit who want to argue, well, I don't think it was anybody who fully gave themselves because of all these programs and shit here. I fuck that and fuck Offset.
Again.
The law of Geb, this number 10. Know that from heaven you came.
Know that from heaven you came, and to heaven you will return. Seek not enduring work.
See, now you need Geb to even know what heaven is. And it's saying seek not enduring works on earth, which is true. But see, they already on earth. Like, we're not from earth. And the civilizations I experienced ain't just earth. It's not just earth things. So when they're saying don't do enduring your things on earth, they're letting you know that. They're letting you know that everything is not, where you're from is not from earth. Heaven is just somewhere that's not below, wherever it's constructed. So there's a heaven to everything. There's a heaven to earth. There's a heaven to another earth. There's a heaven to another planet. There's a heaven to space. Anything that has a roof over it, not a roof over it, but anything that's over the below aspects of something will be the heaven of it. So heaven is always a hell to something else. You see what I'm saying? So always keep that in mind. That's why your heaven may be someone else's hell. There's always a hell to a heaven. There's always a heaven to a hell. You see what I'm saying? And that's all the law of Geb is trying to tell you. And it's trying to tell you that you're going to go back to a heaven, but you may be going back to a hell. So fuck Gab too. Don't forget these names. Everybody I told you to forget them motherfucking names. Let them motherfuckers die and perish, and you recreate the concept of the energy that they're doing. Because look, all these energies is already here. These are just concepts about them. So concepts is the creation of realms of realities and illusions, and you live in these things. So you don't have to live in these things. You can create your own concept to live in around the energy that's already there. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, everything is in the dark. These are just niggas with flashlights that put a flashlight on a certain area in the dark and think that they have information or think that they have a concept about whatever that thing is that they seen in the dark. Fuck that shit. So, destroying gods. I killed all you motherfucking Kemit gods. I ain't kill all you motherfuckers. We gonna come next. I'm gonna get all you motherfuckers. Every motherfucking religion. We gonna break all you motherfuckers down one by one and learn the art of deduction until we find the singular, until we get to the singular one or the singular representation in the external realm that could just be a little piece of the overall. Flight boss, bitch. Goddamn. Damn.